Unfortunately, most of the people are unable to sit in this lotus pose because they have stiffness in the muscles which are used in sitting in this lotus Padmasana pose. So, the gluteus muscles, the hamstrings, the hip muscles, the groins, inner thighs, all these muscles need to be flexible enough, and then you will be able to sit in this wonderful lotus pose. And if these muscles are not flexible enough, then it becomes difficult to sit in the lotus pose. Now this is the lotus pose and this is the half lotus pose. Most of the people are very stiff and the knee remains above the floor. The distance is too much. They have stiff gluteus muscle, stiff hamstring, stiff hip muscles, stiff groins, and we will see which exercises, which stretches will make these flexible, and then you'll be able to sit in this Padmasana pose. First of all, keep this right leg straight, keep the left leg up, and then hold below the knee. Lift the knee up and press it down. Lift up as much you can, press it down. Lift up, press as much you can. Lift and press, lift and press. Do this 15 times, it will stretch your groins and hip muscle. Then 15 times, swing the leg, hold below the knee, hold below the foot, and swing left and right all the way, maximum range. Swing 15 times. And then these two exercises with the other leg. Lift up the knee and press. Lift up the knee and press. Lift up the knee and press 15 times. And then swing the leg 15 times. All these two stretches will help making your hip and groin muscles flexible and will ultimately help you in making this Padmasana pose. After these two exercises, come back to this leg and lift up the whole leg, drop down, lift and up and down, lift, down, lift up, down, lift up, down, 15 times. Similarly with the other leg, lift up, down, lift up, down, lift up, down. Those who are more flexible can lift more, and those who are less flexible will be able to lift very little. So this one 15 times. Then the next exercise, next stretch to prepare for the lotus pose is fold your right leg, put your left foot up, keep the hand sideways and make yourself straight, keep the back straight, and just stay in this pose for 30 seconds to 60 seconds and stay while you feel your gluteus muscles getting an intense stretch. Very important. Then the same thing repeated with the other leg. Sit straight and stay in this pose for 30 to 60 seconds. You feel the intense stretch happening in your hip and gluteus area. Then the other preparatory exercise is the butterfly pose, the Baddha Kona Asana, also called as bound angle pose. You keep your back straight, keep the hands sideways, keep the spine straight and stay for 30 to 60 seconds. You feel the inner thighs and the groins getting an intense stretch. You feel all over the leg here. There is a wonderful stretch coming, and then you can even stretch forward and there is more intense stretch on your hip and groin area. You can stay for 30 to 60 seconds and then come back. Then the other preparatory pose is first come in the half lotus pose, which means this foot is below the knee and the other foot is above here, and in this position you reach forward, stretch forward, again stay for 30 to 60 seconds and then come back. Stretch into the knee and then stretch sideways Similarly, go into the other knee and then go sideways. The same thing with the other leg. So you have to do these preparatory stretches on both the legs. Now this position, and as we did with the other leg, stretch forward first, then stretch into the knee, then stretch sideways. Similarly in the other knee, then stretch sideways. And you see, these postures will help your gluteus muscles, your hip muscles, hamstring, inner thighs, groins, all these muscles to stretch properly, and you will ultimately be able to get into the lotus pose. One more stretch. Now those who are flexible make lotus pose and they want more flexibility, then they can go for this stretch, lifting up and pressing down, lifting up and pressing down, and do this 15 times. So that will make them even more flexible. Now those who are less flexible, put the foot up here on the thigh and lift up. Okay, and then press the knee and stretch it away. Press it in, stretch it away. Press it in, stretch it away. Press it in and stretch it away 15 times. And same thing with the other leg also. Press the knee in, stretch it away. Press the knee in, stretch it away. Press the knee in and stretch it away. So these postures, if you practice, these stretches, if you practice, then all the muscles which are needed to make the lotus pose will become more flexible, and you will evolve into this wonderful lotus pose, which is also traditionally called Padmasana. And this is the best posture to sit in long meditation, and this posture will happen to you if you practice all the stretches which I just guided you.